Thanks, Isaac, and welcome to everyone, both who's on the call at the moment and everyone who's listening in later. It was a real pleasure to be asked to present on this topic because it's a topic that I find particularly interesting. As Isaac said, I am a panel mediator on the mediation panels for the Queensland Small Business Commission and the Victorian Small Business Commission, which gives me not just the experience in the retail leasing, but it's actually quite interesting to see how different jurisdictions treat these leases. So what we're going to do today, I've had a beautiful introduction from Isaac, but a couple of things I just wanted to add about why I do what I do, I guess, and what it is that I do. I've been in the mediation negotiation space for about the last 14 years, but prior to that, I actually worked both as a lawyer, which is my qualification, but also as an insolvency practitioner and investment banker. And I think what that brings is an understanding of how this negotiation works in practice from a perspective that might be a little bit different to just having come in as a lawyer. So I've worked in really commercial spaces. I also spent about 7 or 8 years working more on the people side of things, looking at the communication side, which a lot of what I'm going to be talking to you about today actually comes from the fact that communication breaks down, and many of the things that come to mediation could have been avoided with slightly better communication. So let's just start in terms of looking at what is the landscape here around retail leasing. So obviously retail leasing is treated differently to general commercial leasing and residential leasing. And really the historical reason for that is that we saw a lot of shopping centres who tended to have a lot of bargaining power, a lot of say in how those leases worked. And so the retail leasing regimes were put in place basically to maintain fairness, where there was traditionally a huge power imbalance between the players in that space, and also to make it to give some really clear and commercial dispute resolution mechanisms for those retail leases. So what I've got on the screen there is actually the purpose of the Victorian Act, where they make it really clear that that's why we are doing these things the way that we do. In terms of the mediation landscape within this retail leasing realm, what we can see is on the next slide,